Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Lido Loca daily vlog. Yeah, just checking in. It is December the 5th, Tuesday. Just 67 days until we cruise to Freeport and Nassau on the Carnival Liberty. Getting excited, but here we are smack in the middle of December. Busy week for me, just working from home today. Almost done with all of my coursework that will allow me to graduate. The ceremony is actually Sunday. I don't think the semester ends until the 18th, but so we get to have the ceremony on Sunday. I don't think I'll get my diploma until closer to Christmas. But yeah, kind of excited. Just a few more written assignments to do, and gotta unpack my cap and gown, get the wrinkles out of that thing, and get ready to graduate on Sunday. So super excited. If you want to jump to the cruise topic, you can just go to this time right there. And not sure what we're talking about tonight, but I'm sure it was revealed in the title. And yeah, so gonna get back to work here, and catch up with you later.
Well, good morning. Oh, I can't see, but good morning. Heading over to a meeting. We'll talk to you later. So heading over to my meeting, I just had a little reminder that about a year ago, we had a huge health scare with Tony, and gosh, it was scary. It was a scary time, but anyway, he's so much better. As we go into this holiday season, I hope we're all reminded of what actually is important, and that's our family and our loved ones, and remembering what the season is all about instead of this hustle and bustle and stress that so many people feel. But as you get older, it's life is precious, and this time of year is a reflection of our holidays past and our holidays future. But anyway, that's enough of my soapbox.
Hey, what's up everybody? So it's about 4 o'clock, and finished up with work. I'm gonna head out to the grocery. It's the first time I've been out today. I've been working from home. Not super cold, but overcast. So I don't know what to think about the weather. I know that probably some of you guys out there have it pretty cold, and so I guess I should be happy for the warm weather. Dude, this hair is, I don't know, when I don't have anything going on, I don't really think about cutting my hair or shaving my beard. So but I do have graduation this weekend, so I guess I'll have to get a haircut. But anyways, no product today, lucky for you guys, right? But yeah, let me go snag some food for dinner and wait for Jenny to get home. All right, I am back. Yeah, so 67 days. I can't remember what we were thinking about 67 days before we cruise to Havana. I'm gonna have to go check that out. Maybe we can talk about that a little later. But just a couple updates. We are having the holiday card giveaway. So if you're interested in getting a holiday card from us, either digital or physically, go to www.lalidoloca.com/holiday card to enter in. Everybody gets a digital card, but if you want to get a physical card, we're mailing out 20 here in a couple weeks. And so if you want an opportunity at that, just go to that website and you can get entered to win. And also a quick reminder, in the description below is a link to the Halloween group cruise 2018, the first annual Lido Loca group cruise going on the Carnival Lane out of Jacksonville, Florida. Really reasonable prices for a 5-day cruise. So hit the link below, and we'd love to have you guys join us. But I think that's all the housekeeping. But yeah, so 67 days. I don't guess we've started an official cruise countdown, but I think we might have to start thinking of it in a cruise perspective. We do have a couple events coming up: graduation, we've got Christmas, we got New Year's, but then we're pretty much the next thing is the cruise. So yeah, we're getting there. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm gonna go in and start working on dinner, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Well, hello, Jenny.
Hello, Tony.
How was your day?
It was so busy, but great.
You had a good Tuesday?
I did.
Nice. Well, where's my dinner?
Your dinner is right here.
Oh, cool. What do we got?
We have some steak.
Steak.
And we have some Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. Invented by Julius Caesar.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
You too, Brutus? You hungry?
Yes.
Let's eat.
Let's eat.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
We're here for a little cruise chat.
Yay.
Little nightly talk. 67 days until we cruise to Freeport and Nassau on the Carnival Liberty.
Isn't that exciting?
Are you getting excited?
I am.
Are you getting excited?
Oh, yes.
Man, there's a lot of people in the Lido Loca cruising community. They're going cruising prior to us. So
yes.
a little bit jealous, but excited for all of you guys that have December Christmas time cruises.
I know. That's exciting.
Hey, if you are new to the channel, I would like to ask you to consider subscribing. If you like cruising content, cruise vlogs, cruise tips, if you like just looking at us goof off, that's what you get. If you would subscribe with notifications on, you get notified when we put out new videos.
Yeah, they should also check us out at Twitter and Instagram at Lido Loca.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll mention it again, but the Lido Loca cruising community is our Facebook cruising community. A lot of good interaction with a lot of cruisers over there. Good place to kind of get plugged in and talk about cruising, drop your cruise questions, or just interact with some like-minded folks. So please join us over there. It's Lido Loca cruising community on Facebook.
So, I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
For those that have been with us for the last couple of months, y'all know I struggle with this hair.
That's right.
So it's always like a time, you know, like, okay, well, I just did it, and I don't like to get my hair colored, you know, but every 6 or 8 weeks just because it's so unhealthy. But then this is what happens. There's that week that I'm just like, oh, this hair is horrible. So hopefully tomorrow when I get on it, it's going to be all fixed up.
That's what I was telling everybody earlier. Like, I haven't had a haircut in a while. No product. It's a product-free day. It's a special day. And but yeah, I got graduation this weekend, so might try to clean up the appearance a little bit. It's kind of funny. We were checking back to see what. So at 67 days out, we were curious in the 100 days to Havana what we were talking about, and we were actually talking about travel insurance. So if you have any questions about travel insurance, I'm going to link that video. There'll be something popping up here, or definitely in the description below, there'll be a link to the video from day 67 of 100 Days to Havana, where we chatted up travel insurance a little bit. Tonight, we're going to revisit a topic that we've touched on briefly before, and that is cruise fears and cruise phobia.
Right. And some of these things, it's good to have the insurance.
Yeah. So we, the last time we just kind of went freeform and talked a little bit about the things that came to mind that we were afraid of. Well, tonight we actually made out a top 10 list of 10 things, 10 cruise fears, 10 cruise phobias. Part of this exercise, if I can share a little bit, can I share a little bit?
Absolutely.
Share a little bit of why it's important. Like, I don't really like to dwell on negative things. I don't like to dwell on fears. But a few years ago, when we were in Vegas, just a couple years ago, great trip.
Yes, it was.
I heard an astronaut who was the commander of the International Space Station give a talk on leadership. And he said that at NASA, one of the things that they do is they visualize failure. And so for most of my career, I always visualized success. What would it mean to look successful? And then we would try to, influence people to do things that make them successful. But the interesting thing about this exercise they do at NASA is they try to go through all the things that could possibly go wrong so that they could come up with contingencies and plans for what they would do. So all that said, I think it's a good thing to talk about as a family.
That's right.
As a group of friends, it's good to talk about the things that we're afraid of, and so that way we can be mindful of them when we're cruising. So, top 10 top 10 phobias and fears on a cruise. You want to kick it, or you want me to kick it?
I guess I'll kick it.
Kick it off.
All right. Number 1 is missing the ship on embarkation.
So your cruise doesn't even get started, right?
Right.
So we think that could happen if you are traveling in from a long distance. So what we try to do to mitigate that is if we're driving, we try to drive in the night before.
Right.
We haven't flown in anywhere yet, but I assume if we flew in, we would definitely fly in the night before. I think our rule of thumb is if we can get there within 3 or 4 hours, we might drive same day.
Right.
But if not, we're coming in the night before. I don't want to miss that ship.
No way. How sad would that be?
When we were on the Carnival Fantasy and the train had all that traffic blocked, I mean, we were way early, but there was like a part of me that went, oh,
Yeah.
what if we miss the ship?
That would have been really bad.
Yeah.
Good thing we did the park and stay that time too, so
Yeah. Now
didn't have to worry about parking.
The cool thing will be our fear number 2, and we had the realization of this fear on the Carnival Fantasy.
Yes.
Mechanical failure. So the thing with the Fantasy, it all worked out fine. The propulsion system had failed, and so the ship couldn't get up to top speed, but that, after I've experienced that, and we just heard last week the Triumph had trouble to where they canceled a cruise. Mm-hmm. I'm glad all that happened in port so that they, somebody wasn't on the ship, but I couldn't imagine like a scenario where you're out at sea and the ship breaks. So number 2 is mechanical failure on the ship.
That's scary.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3 is missing the ship at port. So you'd be a pier runner.
I don't want to be a pier runner. So we watched a ton of video prior to our first cruise, and there was a whole day where I just Googled and looked in the YouTube search for pier runner, and it was a phenomenon I wasn't aware of. So and it's interesting, like if people are pier runners just because they're I don't know, just got too drunk or they were just taking their time, they just get ridiculed.
They do.
It's amazing.
Sure.
They get heckled off the side of the ship. So
well they should.
You think so? I mean, this poor person's gonna have to pay thousands of dollars to get back home.
Oh no. What I'm talking about is when they're taking the sweet time coming up to the ship, and you should be running.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree with you there. If you can see the ship and you know that they're not going to leave you, and you're just walking because you know they're not going to leave you, you should get ridiculed.
Absolutely.
So at least for the YouTube videos, run to the ship because those make the best videos.
They do.
All right, number 4. This one freaks me out to the point where I buy travel insurance. Medical emergencies. Tripping, breaking a leg, getting
heart attacks
cut.
At our age.
It freaks me out. So, of course, the medical insurance isn't going to stop the thing from happening, but at least it's a little bit of something to make it not as bad financially if it happens. Right. So it kind of scares me, like if you have to get medevaced out. Cruise fear is a medical emergency.
Yeah. And we're at that age that,
Oh, it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Of course, if I do get up too quick, my back hurts. So I do understand what you're saying, but...
All right. Number 5, being robbed or scammed at port.
Yeah, that is scary.
It is because, we don't, sometimes you get, like when we were in Cuba, we don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. So sometimes I was like, well, is that the right amount of money that we're giving them? Right. And, we don't know their currency. So I'm always a little afraid. And, then you had a lot of people up on you at once.
Yeah.
And
so, specifically in Cuba, we went to a community market, and it was just a huge warehouse with stalls, like from the center aisle to the outside aisle, and they were like really tight stalls. They almost look like street alleys.
Yeah.
And so they're part of the process is they would send people out to talk to you and then to get you to come back, and then they would try to negotiate a deal in this little confined space. So at one point I kind of said, look, all right, I don't want Jenny to have to deal with it. I let Jenny stay there with Heidi, and I said, all right, I'm going to take a trip down one of these aisles.
And I'm freaking out because, you're back there.
Yeah, so everything was fine. Like, I had to take a hard stance. I didn't really want to buy anything, but these guys were super aggressive. And, I didn't know the environment. I didn't know what was going to happen. I wasn't really fearful, but it was a pretty interesting situation. If you haven't seen that, I do have video of that on one of our Carnival Paradise cruise vlogs. I'll link it up here. I'll put that in the description. I'll actually pin these videos to the comments. So if you'd like to go and leave a comment on what your cruise fears are, look at the very first comment, and there will be links to the videos that we mentioned in this video.
Yeah, at that common market, do you remember there was this, even women are very aggressive at the ports. This one lady, at least 4 or 5 times, you actually hear it on that video, she would just keep saying, lady, I do your braids, you know, and...
I think it's like 3 times or 2 times on the video. It's the same person in different places in the market. So she basically followed us around. She really wanted to braid your hair, Jenny.
I know.
Would have been awesome.
All right. What's up next?
All right, so number 6 is falling victim to some sort of community sickness on the ship. I don't remember what the name of the sickness is that they reference all the time, but there are hand sanitizer stations. There are places to wash your hands on the ship on purpose because it's a very real thing that if one person gets sick in that enclosed environment with everybody touching everything, it's easy for a lot of people to get sick, and that freaks me out a little bit. I'm not really a germaphobe, but on the ship I definitely try to wash and sanitize my hands a lot because I don't want to get some sort of community sickness.
I carry like 2 bottles of hand sanitizer at all times.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm always, Tony, put it in your hand.
That's right.
Did you wash them?
It keeps me clean.
All right, number 7. Tragedy at home.
Yeah, this one, I was hesitant to put it on our list. So we have 6 kids. None of them live with us, really. Like, we have one son that comes home from time to time from college. And so every time that we get a phone call that's, like, not at a normal time or something like that, there's just always a worry of, is there a challenge? Is there a tragedy? And the same thing, I mean, we have family that's getting older. And so, it's very scary to think that you're in the middle of the sea and you something's going wrong that you can't do anything about.
Yeah, I mean, like, how helpless, you just would feel helpless.
And I know people go through it, and our sympathies and thoughts go out to the people that have to deal with it, because it's not something I hope to deal with. I don't even know. I mean, the way we kind of mitigate it is we do make sure that we're connected in some way through Facebook or something like that, so that we can. I don't know what we would do if something happened, but hopefully, maybe we'll be lucky and not have to deal with that. But tragedy at home is a real fear.
Real fear.
All right, so number 8 is one, and just to give you guys context, I get lost in Charlotte, and I've lived here for 4 years, so I get really worried that when I go to some foreign country that I've never been to, if I'm set loose on my own, I'm worried about getting lost, and it ties back into missing the ship and a lot of things, being someplace I'm not supposed to be. But so far we've done really. We haven't ventured out much. We've stuck with the plan, paid for excursions, probably, a little expensive excursions, just for the fact that somebody's getting us back and forth to where we need to be. But maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it gives us a little less worry.
Yeah.
I
would think so.
Yeah. Number 9. You ready?
Yeah.
Losing your passport or your ID.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh, I'm super compulsive about checking, okay, here it is. And then about 5 minutes later, I'll have to check it again to make sure it's in the zippered pocket.
That's true.
But I'm so worried about always losing my passport or my ID, especially in a foreign country. That would be devastating.
You know what I get worried about? So along the same lines, we most of the time we drive to our cruise, so we park the car somewhere. So that means my car keys and my house keys are taking the trip with us. And it's like at least in both cruises, in the middle of the cruise, I'm like spazzing, like, where's my car keys? I gotta have them because I can't imagine losing my car keys at sea.
But this last time it was okay because you put them in the safe as soon as we got there. Yeah. But we still checked it. Yeah,
I would look. I'm like, what if somebody took the stuff out of the safe?
Yeah, that would be horrible. What do you guys do with your keys?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Leave a comment below. Tell us where you guys. Well, don't tell us where you stash your keys, but what's your strategy for not losing your keys on the ship? All right, so number 10, it probably plagues most cruisers. It's worried about getting seasick. So far so good for us. We haven't used any medicine or any of the other techniques to stay seasick, and fortunately so far we haven't experienced it. So I
do make sure though that we have everything that we're prepared in case we do. Pills, I know that if you put the patch on afterwards, it doesn't really help. But I still have them with us. And I'm going to get some ginger root pills or gum, they said to get. So, we're ready in case it happens.
Hopefully it won't.
Yeah.
All right. So Yeah, I'm interested. Like, I don't guess I've talked to anybody. Like, most people I know have done really well to not get seasick. If you're willing to share down in the comments below, if you're somebody who's gotten seasick, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what's it like? Is it like just nausea, or I don't even know what seasickness is like? So leave a comment below.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So, well, guys, that's it. That's our top 10 fears, phobias that we have on a cruise. Super interested to hear what yours are. Leave a comment below. The videos I mentioned earlier are also linked below in the description and also in the pinned comment. And yeah, so again, this is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido Loca. We appreciate the folks that watch us on the regular. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and comment away on one of those questions we asked. But I guess until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.